What I do support is that we have to be sure, Ron, that we've got people properly trained, that we've got the kind of security that we need, just train folks. We can do this. It doesn't have to have this association with violence. It just doesn't have to be that way. And so I think that if we're smart and we're planful, we can preserve Gogo in D.C. Except for maybe Vincent Orange, I'm not sure. I think I'm the only one with the Gogo theme song for their campaign. And it's really pretty good. And hopefully they'll play that at the end of this. But it is part, when you start outlawing music, because in essence that's what it is, where are we with that? We're back to what? Elvis Presley? The Beatles? It's as silly then as it is now. So it's just that we have to be responsible, step up, be accountable, and we can do that.
Nobody's banning Gogo in D.C. Nobody's going to do that. It's not going to happen. Your points are, though, can we fine it? Can we regulate it out of business? And that's how governments, if they're trying to do something kind of sneaky or under the table,
that's right.
So we just need to call that out when we see it and make sure we're not trying to fine or regulate Gogo out of the District of Columbia. Certainly, if there are issues that we need to address and the government can be helpful, that's why we have the ABRA. We do. That's what they're there for. So we can bring people in to train. That's why we try to make police details easily available, because we do want everybody to be safe. The last thing that we want, anytime, and we dealt with this on Georgia Avenue with the Caribbean Festival, they didn't have enough police, they didn't have enough security, they shortened the route, somebody died. And then guess what? Guess what got blamed? Not the criminals doing the shooting, but the festival got blamed. So if you have a Gogo in a community, especially it's in a neighborhood, if you don't have the right security, you don't have the right personnel, you don't have the right plan, somebody dies, who gets blamed? Gogo gets blamed. So it is in all of our best interests to make sure that we have the right training in place down at the ABRA, and that doesn't have to cost anything. It's in everybody's best interest that we have the right people who can provide security or, if necessary, the police detail, and that should be affordable. It should be affordable. The police details, and we should set the number, shouldn't be so expensive that nobody will do it. So we have to do that. And I don't think that there is, and I want to hear more about this conversation, about why people think that Gogo is being attacked. Okay? Well, in the district. And I understand the experience in Prince George's, but I want to hear more about this attack. And let's get in front of it with some conversation and see how the government can be proactive instead of reactive.
Okay.
I own a few licenses in the city. I have a few licenses in the city for alcohol service, and I understand how onerous they could be sometimes. But what I find really kind of difficult is sometimes you have people that are moving from outside the city that come in here, and suddenly they want to reimagine the city in their own way. And that really sort of gives me pause. So you have people, for instance, that move to an area that's a commercial zone, and they want to hear crickets at night. And that's just not going to happen. And people need to know that.
Yes.
I think some of this requires some cultural sensitivity for people. I think that I've always thought it'd be really nice for people that are moving in here to give them sort of that welcome packet, thing, like welcome to D.C. And one of them would be like a Gogo CD to have them, so they can listen to it. Because part of it, I think, is fear. Part of it is fear of the unknown. When you don't know, you've only heard awful things happen around Gogo, you're going to be afraid when you hear that there's a Gogo club opening up, or there's a Gogo party going down, or whatever it is. So you need to make sure that we educate the newcomers into the city, educate them about the culture, educate them about the history, educate them about Gogo, educate them about music, art, everything that we do in the city. So when they come in here, they're not trying to reimagine the city in their own way, but really trying to be a part of the city and make it a part of them.